Hello everyone. Today I will show you the current situation of the Funan Techo Canal. As you know, the Funan Techo Canal is a historical project of Cambodia, but until now it has been stopped due to lack of investment capital. On August 5, 2024, the Cambodian government held a groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of the Funan Techo Canal. But until now, this project has remained silent, due to many reasons such as lack of investment capital, site clearance, and compensation for people affected by the project. Up to now, the people affected by the project have not received any compensation. They are very worried about this. Meanwhile, the Cambodian government remains silent. Before the groundbreaking ceremony, people were not allowed to enter the ceremony area. This is a historical project, but now it is being delayed, not as planned. The canal is 180 kilometers long and 100 meters wide, connecting the capital Phnom Penh to the Gulf of Thailand. When this project is constructed, it will greatly affect the people living around it. I will give the following statistics. Last May, Cambodia asked China to finance its Funan Techo Canal project. The ambitious $1.7 billion infrastructure project, which will stretch 180 kilometers, 110 miles, is designed to improve transportation in the capital city of Phnom Penh. The canal starts from the Bassac River, a tributary of the Mekong River, and ends in Kampot province in southern Cambodia. It passes through 4 Cambodian provinces, Kandal, Takeo, Kampot, and Kep, benefiting an estimated 1.6 million people. The Mekong River is the largest river in Southeast Asia. Although the Mekong River flows through Cambodia, it does not play a major role in the country's economic transportation and logistics, as all of the downstream outlets of the river are in Vietnam. Although bordering the sea, Cambodia does not have any major rivers that lead directly to the sea. 33% of Cambodia's imports and exports must pass through the lower Mekong River in Vietnam. This forces them to pay Vietnam a relatively large transit fee. Moreover, the transportation costs and customs clearance fees of this country are also several times higher than those of Vietnam. Therefore, Vietnam has a great influence on Cambodia, and it can be said that to some extent, Vietnam holds the economic lifeline of Cambodia. At a ceremony in August, Cambodia's leader Hun Manet knelt to receive blessings from saffron-robed monks as fireworks and balloons heralded the breaking of ground for a canal he hopes will transform his country's economic fortunes. Addressing hundreds of people waving the Cambodian flag, Hun Manet said China would contribute 49% to the funding of the Funan Techo Canal that will link the Mekong River to the Gulf of Thailand and reduce Cambodia's shipping reliance on its neighbor Vietnam. Cambodia's government estimates the strategic infrastructure project will cost $1.7 billion, nearly 4% of Cambodia's annual gross domestic product, but months later, China's financial contribution remains in doubt. For people directly involved in the investment plans or briefed about them told Reuters Beijing has expressed misgivings about the project and has not made definitive commitments on its funding, advertisement. Cambodia's government declined requests for interviews, and its press officers did not reply in recent weeks to requests for comments about the canal's funding. After Reuters published this article, Cambodia's Ministry for Public Works said late on Friday that the story and other media accounts of implementation problems with the canal were not true and were without clear basis. The working group on the project has been actively progressing by cooperating with national and international institutions, contrary to what is stated in the news, the ministry said in a statement. It did not mention China or say anything about funding for the project. Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Manet on November 23 denied international media reports that there was no funding for the construction of the Funan Techo Canal. Mr. Hun Manet affirmed that there were no obstacles to the implementation of the project. Mr. Hun Manet said the Cambodian government has a clear master plan with several backup partners ready to take over the project if problems arise. Mr. Hun Manet said the Cambodian government is implementing the Funan Techo Canal project with greater concern for local people, addressing impacts to ensure the process is smooth and responsible. The Cambodian Prime Minister said the canal project requires proper implementation procedures and there are no barriers to its implementation. Mr. Hun Manet made it clear that the working group is implementing the project carefully, following clear guidelines to minimize impacts on local people. You want us to complete the canal in 3 months? You can't start the project today and deploy it the next day. Hun Manet dismissed criticism of the canal project. The government needs to clearly define the process, review the site, and address the impact of the project on people before allowing the canal to be dug, he said, adding that it is currently the rainy season and water levels are rising, making digging in some areas difficult. Previously, on November 22nd, the Cambodian government issued a press release denying information in the Bangkok Post and Reuters that Cambodia's Funan Techo Canal project was facing financial problems. According to the statement, the Cambodian government has been actively implementing the project and the technical team has completed detailed studies, conducting in-depth assessments based on actual impacts on people, waterways, and various infrastructure systems. The statement stated that during the work, the technical team cooperated closely with relevant organizations at both national and international levels. The statement asserted that media channels are spreading false and baseless information with the aim of sabotaging the construction process of Cambodia's canal project. Prime Minister Hun Manet on August 5th launched a $1.7 billion canal project that will open a new route from the Mekong River to the sea. Manet called the 180 kilometers project historic. Previously, the Cambodian Prime Minister announced that the project would be carried out by a joint venture between Sihanoukville Autonomous Port, Phnom Penh Autonomous Port, a private company holding 51%, and foreign investors under a BOT, Build Operate Transfer, contract. According to the plan, the Funan Techo Canal will be 100 m wide upstream, 80 m wide downstream, and 5.4 m deep. The canal will stretch about 180 kilometers, just over 10 kilometers less than the Suez Canal, from Phnom Penh to the coastal province of Kep in Cambodia. The canal will run through 4 provinces: Kandal, Takeo, Kampot, and Kep, with a combined population of 1.6 million people living along the waterway. Cambodia is expected to complete the project by 2028. Cambodian Senate President Hun Sen said the Funan Techo Canal will help increase market competitiveness for Cambodian goods by reducing transportation costs, and the canal will also serve as an irrigation system in southwestern Cambodia. Cambodian Deputy Prime Minister Sun Chanthol said the water flow through the Funan Techo Canal is expected to be 5 cubic meters per second, equivalent to 0.053% of the Mekong River flow. The canal will be used for irrigation on land and fishing, said Mr. Sun Chanthol. He said the canal's shorter route to the sea will allow barges and ships to and from Phnom Penh carrying textiles and raw materials, which will reduce greenhouse gas emissions. And now, here are the pictures of the Funan Techo Canal that will pass through. I will go to the filming location first to show you, and I will not say anything more.